Testing, testing. Do you have to pee?
No, dude.
I think I'm good right now.
Okay.
Josie's on a vacation far away. So let's talk benefits of floating. Benefits of floating. So we're gonna talk about. We're talking something.
Do you know anything about floating?
I know a lot about floating. It's just my brain is like. Here's the way I have like my brain. I see it like there's all of this, and it's like I just gotta pick one and focus on it, and pick one and focus on it. But what happens is I'll start talking about this one, and then I'll think about this one over here, and then I'm like, well, this ties into this one. Then I jump around, and that is ADD in a nutshell.
Is floating beneficial for ADD?
Floating is actually very beneficial for ADD. It allows that calming, real, surreal feeling. It allows you to calm the mind, to still it, if you will, and allows you to actually focus for once. I feel very in tune. I feel in a flow state. I feel like I'm on top of my game when I get out of a float pod. It's pretty cool. Let's talk benefits of floating. Biggest thing I see people come in for is a lot of chronic pain, a lot of ailments. Usually it's like bad backs, bad hips, a lot of inflammation, a lot of joint problems. This right here is the answer to all of it. The ability to float in this pod, pushing that zero gravity environment, allows you to decompress your spine and fully relax your back. It's great for any type of like back injuries, any trauma sustained, a lot of chronic pain. I got a lot of friends who have been in car accidents with messed up backs, and yet I've led them to floating, and they all love it and talk about how it has helped with their pain management so much. Fibromyalgia, fibromyalgia, fibrom, fibro, fibro, frog. Fibromy. What is the word? Fibromyalgia. Is that it? I was second guessing myself. So, fibromyalgia of clientele who come in here with bad fibromyalgia, and this is what is able to help them out as well. Let's talk about mental problems. Oh, depression, anxiety, ADD. This guy right here. That's what actually what got me started in floating was my depression that I never knew I had until this is what helped me get through my depression, dealing with my father's death and everything else in life. The overwhelming anxiety, the feeling of the weight from the world is just lifted in here. And I feel like this is my reset button. This is my slate cleaner because when I come out here, it's a clean slate and I'm like back to zero. My anxiety gets up to about 90, 98, 100. I leave here, it's back at zero again. It's like a nice, hard reset. That's why I try to flow as often as I can, which turns out when you own a business and you have two kids, it's about once a week. What also other mental benefits, the flow state. Whenever you get truly relaxed like this, a lot of people get naturally into a flow state. It's almost like a biohack. You come and float, you get into that flow state during your float, and it continues after your float. So whether you're a business owner, you're trying to get the top of your game, whatever field you're in, you want to get that mental clarity, that sharpness. This is a cheat code for it. I got a bunch of writers who come in here and float to work on their ideas about their books, what they're working on, and it really benefits them well. Yeah, let's talk about mothers. Let's talk about parents. A lot of people, including us, got some kids, and they can be a handful and a stress to themselves, even though we love them dearly. But we got a lot of moms that come in here, and this is their break. This is where they come, a couple of times a month, or even once a month, just get a break from the world itself, a break from the family, the kids, and everything. This is where they come to escape the world, an entire hour with no obligation to answer to any outside forces. This is their mini vacation right here. What about improving sleep? So, floating itself puts you into a theta brainwave, which is the most relaxed state that a human can get into. This allows you to be that total peace, that total calm. It's also the flow state. But getting into that brainwave itself allows easier access to sleep later on. When I float that night, I fall instantly to sleep, which is amazing because I am the worst sleeper ever. I'm the guy that has to fall asleep watching his phone or having something on TV. Yeah, I know. But every time I float that night, and usually the next 3 to 4 nights after, I fall right to sleep. And it's just amazing. That's one of the first things I noticed when I went to float was my improvement of sleep, man. It is a game changer. So if you have insomnia or anything like that, give floating a try. Muscle recovery. We actually have a lot of athletes that come in here to float. We have 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt in here, and most of y'all do already know about the benefits of muscle recovery with Epsom salt. You've probably taken an Epsom salt bath at your house. Well, I'm telling you, brother, this right here is the Epsom salt bath. 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt and 10 inches of water. What's cool is with all the Epsom salt in here, it allows an expedient tract. It's able to greatly increase the speed of muscle recovery. In fact, now all the NFL teams have them in their locker rooms. And also, too, like Tom Brady has one in his house. Steph Curry has one in his house. Is becoming more mainstream and well known to professional athletes. And it's something that you yourself can also take advantage of. So we actually have multiple athletes from UWF. We have bodybuilders that come in here. We got a bunch of powerlifters, strongman competitors, marathon runners, CrossFitters. Any type of activity that really is physically demanding on your body, those people see great benefits from floating. You should try it out. No matter how big you might get, you're still going to fit and you're still going to float. Yeah, come on in and try it out. We'll keep a pod open for you.